Sometimes I sit on my porch in the evenings, listening to the crickets and watching the fireflies blink. And I think about how precious these quiet moments really are. Especially after 60. We've earned this peace, haven't we? But if you're like me, maybe you've also wondered how to protect these golden years. How do we stay vibrant, independent, and here for all the moments that matter? Well, today I want to talk about something important, not to scare you, but to empower you. Because what I've learned from doctors and researchers is this. After 60, nearly all life-threatening health issues trace back to just 5 common causes. The good news? Every single one is preventable. Not with drastic measures, but with simple, everyday choices. So let's talk honestly, heart to heart, about the first 2 and how you can sidestep them with grace.
First, let's talk about the silent rhythm keeper inside your chest, your heart. Heart disease isn't just the #1 cause of death for seniors.
It's often a quiet visitor, showing no warning signs until it's too late. My neighbor Frank learned this the hard way. He was trimming his roses one Tuesday when he felt what he called a funny flutter. He brushed it off as indigestion until he woke up in an ambulance. Turned out, he'd had a minor heart attack. What saved Frank? 2 things. He'd told his daughter about the flutter over the phone, and she insisted he call 911. And his doctor later explained that Frank's indigestion was actually his heart whispering for help. Here's the empowering news. You can armor your lungs without drastic changes. Start with the air you breathe daily. Indoor air, dust, mold, or even scented candles can irritate lungs. Open windows for 10 minutes daily, even in winter. Outdoor air. Check air quality apps before gardening or walking. On orange or red days, enjoy indoor activities instead.
Next, and this is vital, keep your lungs strong and springy with deep breathing. Try 5-5-7 breathing while sitting in your favorite chair. 1.
Breathe in slowly through your nose for 5 seconds. 2.
Hold gently for 5 seconds. 3. Exhale fully through your mouth for 7 seconds,
like fogging a mirror. Do this 3 times, twice a day.
It strengthens diaphragm muscles and clears stale air from lung pockets where infections lurk.
Next, and this is vital, keep your lungs strong and springy with deep breathing. Try 5-5-7 breathing while sitting in your favorite chair. 1. Breathe in slowly through your nose for 5 seconds. 2. Hold gently for 5 seconds. 3. Exhale fully through your mouth for 7 seconds, like fogging a mirror. Do this 3 times, twice a day. It strengthens diaphragm muscles and clears stale air from lung pockets where infections lurk.
And please, don't skip your vaccines. The flu shot isn't just for frail people. It's a shield. Same for pneumonia and updated COVID boosters.
Think of them like seatbelts for your respiratory system. What strikes me about these 4 risks we've covered, heart, stroke, falls, lungs, is how deeply they're connected. When you practice balance exercises, you're also strengthening your heart. When you clear clutter, you're reducing fall risks and stress, which protects your blood pressure. Deep breathing calms your nervous system while guarding your lungs.
It's like tending a garden. You can't just water one plant and expect the whole plot to thrive. But each small, consistent act of care multiplies. Now I'd love to hear from you. Have you made simple changes at home that made you feel safer? Or found a gentle exercise that boosted your confidence? Share your wisdom below. You never know whose life you might inspire. And when you're ready, we'll walk the final steps together. There's one more critical risk to discuss. It's often misunderstood, but its prevention holds extraordinary power. You know, as we come to this final stretch of our conversation,
I'm reminded of my grandmother's favorite saying, "Growing old isn't for the faint of heart, but oh, what a privilege it is."
and she was right. After walking through those first 4 health risks together, heart, stroke, falls, and lungs, we arrive at the 5th, perhaps the one that worries so many of us most deeply: memory loss and cognitive decline. It's that fear of forgetting cherished moments, losing independence, or feeling like a stranger in your own mind. But here's what fills me with hope. 40% of dementia cases could be prevented or delayed, not with miracle cures, but with daily choices that nourish your brain like sunlight nourishes a garden. Take my friend Bill, who's 78. Last year, he started misplacing his keys constantly and forgetting his weekly card game. Instead of shrugging it off as just aging, he talked to his doctor. Turns out, his new blood pressure medication was too strong, causing brain fog. A simple adjustment brought his sharpness back. But Bill didn't stop there. He joined a community Spanish class. "My brain feels 20 years younger when I'm fumbling through verb tenses," he laughs. His story shows us 2 truths. 1. Cognitive changes aren't always dementia. They can be medication side effects, vitamin deficiencies, or even dehydration. 2. Your brain can grow stronger at any age. It just needs the right tools. So how do we actively protect our most precious asset?
Our memories, our stories, ourselves. Start with your daily rhythm. Morning, brain wake up. Sip water first thing, dehydration clouds thinking. Then try a crossword or even naming 5 red things you see from your window. Afternoon, focus fuel. Walk for 10 minutes before lunch. Physical activity pumps oxygen-rich blood to your brain. Evening, memory weaving. Recall 3 good moments from your day aloud. That cardinal at the feeder. Helen's joke on the phone. This reinforces neural pathways.
Next, and this is vital,
Tend your social garden. Isolation shrinks the brain. Connection makes it bloom. Studies show seniors with strong social ties have 70% less cognitive decline.
but it's not just about having friends. It's about engaging deeply.
Join a memoir writing group. Debate politics with your neighbor, kindly. Teach a grandchild to fish. Every meaningful interaction lights up your brain like a constellation. And let's talk about sleep, your brain's nightly cleanse. During deep sleep, your brain flushes toxins linked to Alzheimer's. If insomnia plagues you, try the 4-7-8 breath at bedtime. Inhale 4 seconds, hold 7 seconds, exhale 8 seconds, repeat 4 times. Keep your bedroom cool. 65 degrees Fahrenheit, 18 degrees Celsius is ideal. Write worries on paper before bed. Park them until morning. Now, stepping back, look how beautifully all 5 risks intertwine. Heart health affects blood flow to your brain. Preventing falls preserves independence and social connection. Strong lungs oxygenate every cell, including neurons. Cognitive engagement motivates you to move, eat well, and connect. Protecting yourself isn't about adding chores. It's about weaving wisdom into daily life. Swap isolation for invitation. Call someone while folding laundry. Trade rigidity for curiosity. Try a new vegetable instead of stressing over diets. Exchange worry for wonder. Notice clouds shifting shapes while doing balance exercises. Now, how do we listen to those whispers? It starts with knowing your numbers. And I don't mean your grandkids' birthdays. I mean your blood pressure, cholesterol, and blood sugar. These aren't just digits on a chart. They're vital signs of your heart's story. Get them checked yearly, or more often if your doctor advises. But here's the hopeful part. Small changes make a huge difference. Try this. Next time you cook, swap salt for herbs like rosemary or thyme, or take a 10-minute porch walk after dinner. just pacing slowly while you watch the sunset. Your heart isn't asking for marathons, it's asking for kindness.
So here we are, dear friend, at the end of our heartfelt talk. You now hold 5 keys to safeguarding your golden years. 1. Listen to your heart, literally and figuratively. 2. Prevent strokes by knowing fast and taming blood pressure. 3. Fortify your foundation against falls. 4. Breathe deep to shield your lungs. 5. Nourish your brilliant brain with engagement and rest. Remember, small steps aren't small victories, they're life-changing ones. Start today with just one choice. Check your porch for tripping hazards. Swap deli meat for chicken salad at lunch. Call an old friend and ask about their favorite childhood memory. I'd love to hear from you.
Which of these 5 areas feels most urgent for you right now? What's one tiny change you'll try this week? Share your thoughts below. Your words may give someone else courage. If this felt like a warm conversation, not a lecture, please give this video a thumbs up. It helps others find our community. And if you haven't yet, tap subscribe. We share practical, uplifting talks like this every week. You are not defined by your age. You are defined by your wisdom, resilience, and the love you carry. Here's to protecting your health and savoring every precious moment ahead. From my heart to yours, keep living fully. Keep trusting your strength. Keep showing up for yourself and those who cherish you. Until next time, be gentle with that incredible body and spirit of yours. It's carried you through storms and sunshine, and it's worth fighting for.
And this brings us to the second cause,
Stroke. It's like a thunderclap on a clear day, sudden, terrifying, and life-altering. But here's what most people don't realize. 80% of strokes are preventable. My Aunt Ruth is proof. At 78, she noticed her left hand kept dropping her knitting needles. She felt dizzy, but blamed it on standing up too fast. Thankfully, her bridge club buddy, a retired nurse, recognized the signs: drooping face, arm weakness, slurred speech. Remember the acronym: FAST, face, arms, speech, time. Ruth got to the hospital within the golden hour, and today she's still knitting scarves for her great-grandkids.
Preventing strokes isn't just about reacting quickly. It's about tending to your blood vessels like they're a cherished garden. High blood pressure is the biggest culprit, so keep it in check. But there's another stealthy enemy: atrial fibrillation, or AFib. It's an irregular heartbeat that can let blood pool and form clots. If you ever feel your heart dancing the jitterbug in your chest, palpitations, fluttering, or shortness of breath, tell your doctor. A simple pulse check can catch it. You see, protecting yourself from these first 2 threats isn't about fear. It's about attention. It's noticing when your ankles swell more than usual, or when a walk to the mailbox leaves you winded. It's saying yes to that extra glass of water and no to the 3rd cup of coffee. It's treating your body like a trusted friend who's carried you this far, worthy of gentle care. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Have you or someone you love faced a heart or stroke scare? What small change have you made that's helped? Share it below. Your story might give someone else the courage to act. And when you're ready, let's keep walking this path together. There are 3 more risks to discuss, and I promise the solutions might surprise you with their simplicity. Isn't it something? Just by listening to our hearts and recognizing those subtle whispers, like Frank's flutter or Aunt Ruth's dropped knitting needle, we've already taken powerful steps. But let's keep walking this path together, because the next health challenge I want to discuss might surprise you. It's not what most people fear the most, yet it's the leading cause of injury-related death for seniors. Falls. You know, my friend Evelyn, sharp as a tack at 82, took a tumble last spring while reaching for her favorite teacup on a high shelf.
I've done it 1,000 times, she told me later from her hospital bed. A fractured hip, 2 surgeries, and months of rehab followed. What breaks my heart isn't just the physical pain, it's how her confidence crumbled. I feel like a stranger in my own home now, she confessed. And Evelyn's not alone. Every 11 seconds, an older adult is treated in the ER for a fall. But here's the hopeful truth. Most falls are preventable. They're not inevitable accidents of aging. So how do we protect ourselves? Start by seeing your home through new eyes. That rug you've had since the 90s, if it curls at the corners, it's a hidden invitation to trip. Those cozy slippers with worn soles, they might as well be roller skates on a polished floor. Try this today. Walk through each room like a detective.
Lighting. Can you see a pill on the floor in dim corners?
Add plug-in nightlights,
Especially from bedroom to bathroom.
clutter. Clear paths of books, shoes, or pet toys. Create walking highways in every room. Grab bars, not just for the shower. Install one near your toilet and where you step into the bathtub. And here's something many overlook. Your feet are your foundation. Wear non-slip socks or shoes indoors. Yes, even if you love bare feet. Visit a podiatrist if your shoes feel uneven. A slight change in gait can throw off your whole balance.
Now let's talk about strength. Not lifting weights like a bodybuilder,
But building resilience from the ground up. Balance exercises are your secret weapon. Try this while waiting for the kettle to boil. Stand behind a sturdy chair, hold lightly, and lift 1 foot an inch off the floor. Hold for 10 seconds. Switch feet. Do it twice a day. It's like depositing pennies in a stability bank. Small efforts build big protection. This brings us to the 4th risk: respiratory diseases like pneumonia, COPD, or severe flu. Now, I know what you might think, but I've never smoked. Yet after 60, our lungs become more vulnerable. Changes in muscle strength, immune response, and even how we cough make it harder to clear infections. Take my cousin Ben, a lifelong non-smoker who caught just a cold last winter. Within days, he was hospitalized with pneumonia. "I didn't know a simple cold could turn so dangerous," he said later.